Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Eva and it would mean so much to me if you hit that subscribe button. And today, as you can see, I'm in my sport gear wearing my favorite running jacket from Sweaty Betty and I'm off for a very short run. I've got a toddler, if you don't follow me regularly, who's now asleep, and my partner or my husband is at home, so I can kind of go for a quick run and work out in the park. And basically today's video is going to be about how I stay healthy. So how do I keep fit, how do I stay healthy, and everything really around that. Vitamins, smoothies, all this kind of wellness and healthy stuff and world around it. So yeah, let's get on with the day and let's go. So before my run I would normally just have water or hot water with lemon, but today I'm gonna wait for the hot water with lemon for a little bit later.
I'm always one step behind, wishing I could read your mind, but I'm ready, yeah, never ready. I wish I could have made it stop the first time that you stood me up. I wasn't ready, yeah, never ready. Like a forbidden fruit, I'm still craving for, I'm still wanting more, yeah.
So I'm back from my run and today I'm gonna start the water and lemon just after my run. Normally I would have it first thing in the morning, but just a bit of crisis with baby Liam. So yeah, let's do that. And then I would normally pick whatever I put in my smoothie based on what I have at home. So today I opted for spinach, 2 carrots, 2 beetroots and an orange, so it's more kind of veggie based. This is going to be really good. I think carrot is just one of my favorites. Beetroot is super healthy. It's really good for your skin and digestion, and obviously this is going to give me the sweetness. Okay, and the next thing I want to talk about is this lovely sachet, which is Astaxanthin and Collagen powder by Onamocare. And yes, it may not be necessarily health related, but it's definitely good for the skin. It basically produces collagen, or trying to kind of boost the production of collagen in your body, and I've been now using it for probably 2 months, but that's gonna be more talk for another video where I want to talk about aging and skincare and everything. But you just simply mix it with water. You can put it in your juice and everything, but I normally kind of opt just for water and do it like in the morning as well. It's just this white powder. It tastes quite milky. It's not bad. It's not like something, you know, you're like, oh my god, I want to drink it every day, but it's nice. Now these 3 would be some of the supplements I'm using. You're probably asking about these 2. These are tailored. It's by Yonom. They do also face creams, but basically my DNA tests show that I need to improve my elasticity. So these are tailored specifically for the skin, for elasticity. But if you actually look at the labels, they would have like a normal stuff you will get in the shops, so things like zinc, vitamin B6. You've got things like millet seeds. I actually do eat millet as well, not in terms of tablets or anything, but the actual millet. But you look here, it's very kind of skin related. You see folic acid, vitamin B12, but I also opted this summer for magnesium and zinc, just because I read that it helps when you have got sensitivity for sun, and it increases reactions to allergies. So I'm using that, and it's really good for kind of muscle function. But sometimes I would take multivitamins as well, so I kind of opt for different things, but these are the ones I would be probably using the most at the moment. I also store things like flax seeds and goji berries just to add to my breakfast, usually when I have things like yogurt or porridge. Which more likely I tend to, basically it's just because I like more savory breakfast, so I'm trying to obviously mix these in as much as I can, just to keep me really going and add some right nutritions to my regime. So I genuinely believe the big part of staying healthy is also to keep your mind really healthy, which is very difficult. We live in a world of really, really busy lifestyles and people just trying to aim for that perfection. We're really under pressure with things like social media, our families, our friends. People have got everything. We feel like we never have got enough. And obviously that puts us under a lot of pressure, doesn't it? And I think back in 2017 I really started to look into this, and I randomly, I genuinely believe it was meant to happen, but I bumped into, at one of the school reunions, to obviously my ex-schoolmate that started to kind of like look at all the philosophies, and she does something which is called like chakra cleansing. I'm not going to go really into details, but I went for one of the treatments, and I genuinely thought even that one changed my life, and I really started to read more into it. And it is all connected with things like the law of attraction and things like that. So it's genuinely is like, I believe you can attract whatever we have is the creation of whatever we carry in our minds. So negative things are consequences of what we were thinking. And obviously if we are under pressure and we are overreacting, the more bad stuff you're gonna attract. So I am trying as much as I can, and it's actually one of the things I want to do in 2018, is to focus on love, on loving myself, looking after myself, whether that is mentally or physically. And yeah, I'm reading also a lot of books on this topic. This one is what I'm currently reading. I'm trying to read obviously as much as I can. It's The Saint and the Surfer and the CEO by Robin Sharma. One of his bestsellers is another book I read, which is really, really good. And again, it talks about like finding that purpose in life. And it really does make you realize how important it is to really, you know, focus on the right things and to look after our bodies. Which I know can be extremely difficult in these days and in this sort of century and our lifestyles, but it genuinely does help. I did also a lot of meditation last year, very, very short meditation that actually helps to clean your chakras, and I'm going to show you which one I will. So you can find a lot on YouTube. I'm going to try to link one this below in this video, but it's called the 10-minute chakra clearing meditation. The reason why I picked 10 minutes is obviously, again, lack of time, but I feel like this really, really helps me. When you do it at night, I feel like I sleep much better after it. And Tess, that is basically helping to clean the chakras in this video, I find her very clear when it comes to kind of describing what you need to do, how you need to feel. So yeah, I find this really helpful, and as I said, in 2018 I want to do definitely more. These things are a really, really huge part when it comes to stay really healthy, and that is something I want to focus on in 2018 and kind of moving forward. How you deal with stress, how you deal with negative energy, how you deal with people with negative energy around you. It's all about how we're reacting, and obviously that affects our health, that affects how we are as people, how we behave, how we react. And yeah, it's very important to find that peace, inner peace in you. And I'm not saying I'm an expert. This is actually, you know, it's going to be a huge challenge, and it has been a huge challenge for me, but I'm just trying to show you what are the steps I'm taking myself. So it's not just about, you know, whether you're vegan or whether you're vegetarian or you eat meat. I eat meat. I used to be vegetarian and then I just stopped, just simply because I like meat. And I genuinely think you can be healthy and eat meat, but at the same time I will go a week without meat, and I would just basically cook a lot of vegan food and a lot of vegan meals. And Tyke, my husband, he kind of likes them too. So obviously we go through phases. I'm not gonna deny I like a good wine and, you know, good glass of bubbles. I like eating out. So for me it's all about the balance. And sometimes it's good to say, okay, I'm gonna have a month detox and this is what I'm gonna do, and it does probably change your energy levels and everything around that. But I think it's really, really important just to really focus on you. And you know, do at the time, at the right time, what your body tells you to do and your mind tells you to do. Sometimes we need to slow down, sometimes we need to push a little bit. It really depends. You just have to kind of look more into, you know, yourself and what you expect from life. So I know this was meant to be a health video, but I just genuinely believe this is a huge part of it, because everything comes from here and here. Right, so I'm now super cozy in my bedroom. I'm trying to edit one vlog, and I just feel like it's time for tea. So let's have a look what sort of teas I'm drinking when I'm trying to kind of balance everything out and stay healthy. Currently the teas I have got in my cupboard. I normally have got much more, so I need to get more supplies. This is one of my favorites. It's the Detox by Puka. I also use the cleanse one. Lemon and ginger. Usually I opt for this when I feel like a bit poorly. This one's really nice. It's a very kind of nice herbal tea by Rituals. I think I'm gonna have it, although it says you should have it by night. It's a chamomile and lavender. It's just basically very soothing, so I thought it would be quite nice when I work now and trying to edit. This one is a chamomile and honey. Again, I opt for it when I'm kind of trying to sleep or kind of relax. And this one is a green tea with mango and lychee. I honestly normally have got much more, but yeah, it is what it is. This is the selection for me. About the tea, I'm normally not putting any sugar or any sweetener to my tea, but I as a sweetener or making things sweet, I either use honey because obviously that's natural, and for my coffee I like to use stevia, which is basically a sweetener made of stevia. It's meant to be probably in terms of the artificial sweeteners, probably the healthiest options, because it's from the stevia leaf. So yeah, I sometimes carry it in my bag as well, so I can, if they don't have it, let's say in a restaurant or coffee shops, I like to use that and have it with me. Hopefully I won't fall asleep straight away after this. I also want to talk about one more thing I'm using. Well, this, to be honest, I don't want this video to be really chaotic because it seems like it, but it's more like me telling you this is what I do and this is what I think, you know, you may be interested to explore as well. But when it comes to the supplements, for example, I was showing you the flax seeds. I would also go through phases when I drink things like wheatgrass, spirulina, and all these kind of like additions you can add to your juices or to your water. But sometimes I feel you know, it's a little bit overwhelming. I used to be much better and I used to use things religiously, and I do see that on my skin, on my energy levels, but it's just when you have a baby, sometimes you're just so happy that you actually go and make that hot water with lemon, and you know, that's a really nice option. That's a really nice way how to start. It's not expensive. You just pretty much need a hot water and lemon, and it's it really prepares your body for the day. It cleans your body, and it helps to speed up the metabolism and to start it. So yeah. But another thing I want to talk about is this. So this was this specific one. It's a bath salt, foaming aromatic Dead Sea bath salt. Was a present from my friend Margita, who you guys know from my previous vlogs. And basically when I started to look more into things like, you know, the frequencies, energy, law of attraction, and I think a lot of the time you really are around people that have got a really negative energy field, and you do sense these things, and the more you feel like, the more you're looking into these things, you realize all it is a negative energy. And I genuinely believe when you're surrounded by people with negative energy, you can catch it. You know, it can really draw you in. And last year I went through a period when I really felt like it. It was actually after I had the chakra cleanse. I felt like I was overly sensitive when I bumped into people like that, and I found it very confusing that I couldn't sometimes handle it. I think the best solution is to focus on you. So when you're in a room with people that have got negative energy, is to, well, the advice is just to really switch off, trying to ignore them, but sometimes you can't. And I genuinely came back, let's say from the city, or I would have a meeting, or I would bump into people that had really negative energy, and I would come home and I'm like, what am I going to do? So what really helped me was a combination of a bath with the sea salt or any kind of Epsom salts. So I use that a lot. I use that as a prevention, because sea salt or the salt bath genuinely is meant to, it's kind of like an old belief that it helps to cleanse negativity, and whether that is mentally or people just basically convince themselves, it does work for me. It may be just a placebo effect, I don't know, but basically that's what I do, especially after I had a hard day. I think bath in general makes you really relax, and in combination with the chakra cleansing and the bath salt, it always really helped me. And again, you know, it's all connected to your health, because when you do that, obviously you're gonna sleep better. You're not gonna think of that person that may have ruined your day, or you know, I came across people and it was just that negative thought would be on my mind constantly. And when you're trying to sleep and you also have a baby that will wake up 3 times a night and, you know, is up 5 in the morning, you know, you don't get a good quality sleep. So it all affects our health, and in a long-term run, you know, or long-term, you know, it can really have an impact on your health and really change your lifestyle, isn't it? The way you look, the way you behave, the way you react. So yes, bath salts, again, like one of the things I can definitely just add you. It was not gonna harm you. If it's not gonna harm you, so you may as well try if it does have any effect on you. But I genuinely like using bath salts as well. So even if I have things like oil in my bath, I would still add some salt as well. Just it's kind of like the ritual. So yeah guys, so this is pretty much all my tips and how I stay healthy, and hopefully you found something inspiring, hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you'd like these sort of videos, so we can maybe talk more in detail about certain things. We can look at things like food and how I balance it out, and yeah, how I do it with Liam. So let me know what you think about these type of videos. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, and I love you all. Bye.